Hello everybody, this is Jessica from GoodEnoughAndStuff.com. Today I'll be showing you how to make a really super easy apron. It should only take like an hour. It's really good for beginners, and I think you'll really like it. I thought it was really fun, super satisfying to rip my way through all that cotton. Let's get to making the apron. Grab a piece of cotton fabric big enough to be your apron, plus an extra 12 to 16 inches so you can make your tie. Measure how far you want it to go from side to side, then make a small snip at the top and rip it all the way down the length. Measure how far down you want it to go on your legs, then make a small snip again and rip that extra piece off too. Looky here! Great job! To make the tie, take some of the ripped off fabric. You want it to be at least 12 to 16 inches wide. It doesn't really matter how long it is. Then you can either fold it into fourths or thirds, however long. If it's 12 inches, then you fold it into thirds. If it's 16 inches, then fold it into fourths. Make some snips on either side and then rip it down the lengths so that you have either 3 strips or 4 strips, whatever you chose. And here's where I realized that I did not fold it very evenly or very well, and one of them is like way thinner than the other ones. So I just ended up using 3 of the strips that I had instead of 4, and it was fine. Hey, these ones are good. Match 2 of your strips right sides together and sew across the short end. Continue adding strips together just like that until you have the length for the tie that you like. For the main part of the apron, fold the edges over twice and sew all the way around. To make pockets, take some fabric scraps, cut them into the square shapes and sizes that you'd like, or hearts or whatever, put them right sides together, and sew almost all the way around them, leaving a little bit of space. The thread got stuck and I had to rip it out. Cut the corners off. Turn your pocket right side out through that space you left, stuff that space back in, then sew all the way around the outside of the pocket to make it nice and flat. Looking good! Make sure the tie is as long as you want it to be. Fold the tie in half, right sides together, and sew all the way down the length. Leave the ends open. With a safety pin, we're about to attempt to turn this thing right side out. Okay, I am totally doing this wrong. And I thought I knew how to do it, but you can see that it was really confusing me for a while. I spent several minutes trying to figure out what the heck am I doing here? Do I even know how to do anything? Then I figured it out. Attach the safety pin to only one side of the tube. Then push the safety pin down through the tube, allowing the fabric to move over itself. Grab the safety pin at the other end, pull it all the way through, and now the tube is right side out. Give it a little kiss. Not that one. Tuck in the tie ends. Iron the tie flat, or pretend that you are like I am. Sew around the entire perimeter of the tie to make it nice and flat. Find the middle of your apron and mark it with a pin. Find the middle of your tie and match that to the middle of your apron and pin it together. Sew across the top. I recommend using a couple more pins than I did because I tried to get by with only using that one safety pin in the middle, and the first time all the way across. I only caught the first top layer, and it was so frustrating. You can see me kind of melt from the irritation, and then take it back out and put all the pins in. Sew all the way down the other side too. Try your apron on and decide where you want the pockets. I sewed my pockets together to make one big pocket. Mostly because I messed them up a lot, they looked pretty terrible, but at least they're more useful this way. Sew your pocket to the apron. Make sure to sew back and forth a few times around the corners to reinforce them. And you're done! Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my website, goodenoughandstuff.com, for more recipes, crafts, and tips for a happy home. I'll see you next time.